Welcome back, everybody, to IEM Shenzhen. We're about to get underway with the winners part of Group C. I'm joined on the couches this time by fellow Hong Kong brothers, Amaz and Jackie Chan, cheering on Jeanno, I'm guessing here. He's going up against Massan. Well, you may be cheering for Massan as well. You might be a fan of them.
All right.
Massan started off this group playing off-stream against Dong Dong, but he ended up winning 2-1. And now we'll see who advances first place in Group C and gets a ticket for tomorrow.
Yeah, this is the last match we're gonna. Oh wait, actually second last, right? Because
we have to also broadcast the last match of who gets second place. This is for first place in the group.
Right. Of course, yeah. So I mean, it's a long day. These guys are a bit tired, but they have to focus all their energy to hopefully win this match.
We're coming up on hour 10 of our broadcast here. Even though there have been some technical difficulties, I heard the stream actually cut in the middle of the previous series.
Oh yeah.
So we apologize about that.
Right.
But a lot of the stuff, the venue, the power going out, the circuits, breaking. These are kind of things that we're trying to just roll with the punches. So definitely, we appreciate your guys' understanding about these situations. But that's all done because now we're able to broadcast this great match, Massan versus Jeanno. We just saw Jeanno a lot. We haven't seen Massan just yet, and it is his first offline tournament appearance. We've seen him in a couple of online stuff. It's yet to see if he can kind of conquer his nerves for the camera and be able to play his game.
Yeah, and that's kind of good because he recently joined TSM, and he really needs to kind of show himself out there, get himself out there,
prove his worth.
Pretty much, yeah. I mean,
it's not just a team of popular streamers; it's a team of also very talented Hearthstone players.
Especially, I mean, you get an invited spot, and then you have to kind of prove yourself that you prove that you belong, that you are, you're deserving of the invite spot.
Sure,
and
sure.
Hey, he did that with the offline win, so we'll see what he manages to come up with.
Jackie, how much do you know about Jeanno before? You said you don't really practice and know many people in terms of Hearthstone, but did you hear about Jeanno beforehand?
Actually, I played against him in the qualifier match in Hong Kong, and I won him 2-0 or so.
Okay.
And I think his skills is okay, but he's not that experienced. He's
in tournament play.
Yeah, I think he's much less time for practicing.
Okay.
Than me. Yes.
Well, he does look like the very busy kind of man. Doesn't seem like he wastes much time. Massan's going to open up with Druid, a class that he's been playing extensively on stream. And Jeanno will open what it looks like to be a freeze mage.
And it's interesting that Massan is running both Ragnaros and Scenarios, we saw in the starting hand. So it might be a very, very big ramp Druid. I won't be surprised if I don't see the combo in this hand.
Sure. It is actually freeze. I saw Jeanno play freeze mage earlier in the previous series.
Oh yeah, sure.
It's just one of those things like, is it a freeze mage or is it one of those weird mid-range ones? No. All right, Massan's going to pass, and then Wild goes naturally into his Shenzhen. Massan started off as a player that was primarily known for playing a lot of arena and not really known for constructed, but he's been spending months and months refining his constructed play. And I think he's finally hit that over that hump where he's kind of be able to look past of just solely looking for value and be able to play a really strong game overall.
We'll really see if he makes some good choices here, because in Druid versus Freeze Mage, there are a couple of choices, especially in turn 7s to 10, that you really need to decide on one thing or the other.
Well, I would even say that early turns are pretty important as well to just make sure you get the draws and set up everything correctly. Acolyte is very tempting.
Oh, I like the Acolyte here.
It's just that if the Keepers of the Grove in responses, it's just, you're sad.
Well, I guess Keeper of the Grove is one of the best cards in this matchup because, I mean, you can silence your freeze and attack. You can silence the Doomsayer, right? I mean, it's really flexible, so it's not like a loss or anything.
Sure. I mean, I completely agree. I think the Acolyte is the right play. Having Acolyte and the 2 Arcane Intellects might get a little clunky as you kind of progress throughout the game.
That's right, yeah.
But we'll see how things develop.
So, I guess the Arcane Intellect, you don't really want to fireball that, right?
Not unless you have to.
Exactly,
you're still stalling for time. The mirror images essentially every turn will be gaining you 3 health until he puts out something else.
All right.
Second Innervate. Wow, he's got a lot of options at his disposal.
Yeah, you definitely innervate a Ancient Floor here because, in this way you kind of waste the innervate, right?
Yeah, and also because Ancient of Lore is primarily used to heal yourself as well. Maybe you can justify using 1 early if you have 2. But I really like the idea of being able to push out an Ancient, or holding the Ancient of Lore, so when they push out Alex Strauss, you're able to heal yourself.
Right. Oh, he's thinking of innovating a Wrath here. Is that
Wrath on the Acolyte?
Yeah. But the thing is, you always hate to do that. You're wasting 2 cards for a card that replaces itself.
Yeah, I won't do that.
You won't do that?
Yeah. But he did.
He did, I guess.
What's really devastating behind this is because he's assuming his opponent can't, like, he just used one Arcane Intellect, but then when his opponent gets another Arcane Intellect, he'll be like, wow, he's able to draw off of that.
Yeah, right now the hand of wait.
Jeanno.
Jeanno, yeah. Jeanno. Okay, Jeanno. I like his hand.
He has 2 Azure Drakes, which some players seem to not really like. Sometimes in Freeze Mage, you don't have the time to play 2 Azure Drakes, just because, you know, usually at turn 6 onwards, you're playing freezes until you get like your Freeze Mage or Flame Strike, until you're Alexstrasza. So often cases, as much as you'd like to play both Azure Drakes, well, you really have the time to have one or 2 of them.
If he plays the Acolyte and pings here, he might lose a card. It depends on what Massan wants to do. Because he could always, you know, kill the Mirror Image with Shenzhen, Hero Power, and then kill the Acolyte off with the Sunwalker.
I'd have to imagine that Acolyte and Azure Drake accomplish the same exact thing.
Yeah.
And you use a more expensive card at your disposal, and you're able to at least cycle through.
Nope.
Well, I mean, either one, I don't think.
You know what? You can
wrong.
actually use the Acolyte and ping the Divine Shield instead of pinging the Acolyte.
Oh, yeah, sure. And that way you don't overdraw.
Yeah.
Because he can play.
Okay, he saw it too, so that was good.
If he play the Drake will die immediately.
Yeah, exactly. And you hate to see that, right? You hate to see
Sure.
Drake die for nothing. Ooh. This might be a bit tempting, right?
It is.
But the thing is, your opponent is holding so many cards already.
Right. The likelihood of having Frost Nova and then Doomsayer in response, I think you have to kind of hold on to the Keeper. This matchup is a lot about restraint as well. The Ancient of Lores, the Keepers of the Grove.
On both sides too.
Speaking of which.
Right. Exactly.
Might have been the best hold of his life.
Yeah. And if this is a Frost Nova.
Oh!
Okay. Well,
it doesn't exactly work out like that because his opponent does have the Keeper.
Right.
But that tandem is really powerful.
No, the thing is, you can always just use Fireball here and just relieve the board of some pressure. And what? Just ping the Shenzhen.
As much as that you can do that though, but you know, you're just trying to stall for as much time as possible.
Right, exactly. And the thing is, Frost Nova and Doomsayer is a board clear, right? And there's only 2 creatures on the board right now, so he might be thinking, okay, I can be a bit more greedy here and just, you know, set up something else. For example, he can even Arcane Intellect into an Ice Block right now. I mean, it's totally fine. It's only 7 damage, so not too crazy.
Only 7 damage, and then
7 damage.
then it's like, well, what if he innervate combos? And it's like ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, the Ice Barrier essentially negates the damage he would receive if his opponent just hero powered. And again, that's like effectively Frost Noving his opponent, because that way the life remains the same and they can't really do much.
Ooh.
Wow. An Ancient of War. Okay. So it's very intimidating. You know, his opponent doesn't really have those Blizzards and Flame Strikes yet either, so he's going to have to rely on this Frost Nova to do work. But we all know that there's a response waiting for him.
Yep. Okay, there's a
big pickup.
Yep.
What's annoying is, as much as you like to Frost Nova Doomsayer, you like to do something else too. Usually, maybe develop like a secret, like an Ice Block. You could Novice too. It's just
what to do.
It's also tempting to hold on to it. Turn 9 though, and then turn 10, you have a lot of damage burst with the Fireball, the Frost Nova, and the Ice Lance.
Right.
So I think you do Frost Nova Doomsayer soon.
Yeah, and I would use the Novice here. You just want to get rid of it.
With the spell power as well, the Thanos could be a big pickup with the Fireball combos.
Oh no, Thanos is super good if he manages to get the second Ice Lance. Yeah. Because Thanos with a Fireball, Frostball, Ice Lance is sort of a Ice Block set, and then a Power Blast to follow up, and it's just too crazy.
Sure. Here comes the silence, the spell.
Wait, tell the Doomsayer to shut up. Doom is not coming yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. You can attack the face.
I don't know about that. He still has to get through the Ancient of War, and shredding your own armor is doing the Mage a favor.
Yeah. It's a small thing though. Whatever. You know?
It's small, but that 1 damage might be the reason he wins.
Excellent draw.
That's a great draw. Yeah. That Blizzard is gonna help.
Oh man.
Unfortunately, it doesn't have 9 mana. 9 mana would be nice.
I still think it's okay to use this opportunity just to ping off the armor slowly.
What to do?
But the problem is you still want to be able to play Ice Block before you Alexstrasza.
Yeah.
So it's unfortunate you just squeeze it in.
But then he might identify that this Druid is kind of like a rampy Druid and doesn't run the combo.
Yeah, this Drake says that he wants to play the
The ice
secret.
block, right? Yeah. Oh.
Well, I don't know if he'll have a practical use for that. It looks like he's going to be stalling the entire time.
Okay.
Can his opponent pop the ice block right now? Because that's a priority.
No, he actually can. That's actually going to be a huge problem. Oh. Ooh. Actually, maybe, huh?
See,
Oh, no,
he's
no,
got
no,
8,
no.
12.
That's really far away.
No, yeah, it is far away. And so this ice block turn was definitely worth it. And the stall has effectively worked.
Oh man, the Doomsayer might be
The Doomsayer might be
soaking
gaining him a lot of
damage,
health.
man.
He might just kill this Doomsayer and be efficient with the kill.
Okay. I guess that's fair.
And this will certainly proc the Alex Straza, maybe. Because then now with Ragnaros, freeze is kind of useless to him because he's still going to be taking damage.
Right.
So here comes Alex plays second Ice Lance. I just noticed that.
Okay, yeah, you know, that's just too
I
crazy.
think that's game right there.
Well, we'll see if what Ragnaros hits. If Ragnaros hits the face.
No, but he heals up to 22.
Oh,
he's going to be one damage short.
Well, he still has ice block. So it depends on if this gets ice blocked. If this get the rag shot.
Let's see.
5, 8.
Ragnaros hit.
Yeah, 16, 20. What's unfortunate is he wants to kill Alex while being able to pop the ice block.
No, he can't. He has to go off face here.
Yeah.
And he wants to hero power as well, just for that one extra armor. So yeah, this really just plays the other side. No, you cannot attack her. I mean, wow, that would be cool, but no. But yeah, you do attack out the face here.
But the thing is, it's not guaranteed to pop the ice block.
Does he want to swipe? Is the swipe pop it?
The swipe.
What's 12? No, it's 10, 18. It's one off.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, the swipe does 1 damage.
If he uses the Sunwalker Ray traits,
no, swipe works.
he's at 8, 10,
Swipe works.
18,
1 damage
9.
shot.
No,
Yeah,
swipe
you're
works.
right. It does work. But then he dies in response to the combo of what his opponent does. Massan's going to go for it, but there's 21
yeah.
damage sitting in the hand of Jeanno, so that's going to cost him the game.
Wow.
So he goes for the good play, assuming his opponent doesn't have the 5 cards he has.
But that's just wait. This is lethal?
It
Oh my
is.
God.
21 damage off the top because it's 10 mana exactly. He has the Thalnos, doesn't he? He does. Watch and learn, Amaz. Watch and learn.
Okay.
Well, he has to count first. He's counting.
I need to count it. 11 plus 6 is 17, right? And 4 spells. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh my God, wow.
The 5-card combo is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. It's 21.
It is.
Wow.
He's
It's
just
blackjack.
counting one more time.
I will forever remember 21.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
Wow. That's just.
Jeanno takes the first game and popped and take out Alex Straza there. It was a
Right,
nice little
yeah.
puzzle. But Jeanno had the exact 5 cards.
Damn. 21.
It happens. And that's what Freeze Mage does.
I thought it was 20 for the longest time.
Oh, well, I don't know what to tell you there.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. Oh my God. Wow. But that's pretty gross.
Yeah,
That's pretty
and
gross.
now Massan, I didn't write down what decks he has left. You know, Druid was a class that he trusted the most. He doesn't seem too phased about it, though.
I guess he's just a bit shocked.
Probably
Actually.
because it was as much as your opponent has 9 cards, it still needs 5 to make it happen. And he had everything perfect.
The 5
so.
of those exact cards, right?
Right.
Kind of.
Because you need the 2 Ice Lances, and you needed...
One of fireballs and
Right.
one of frostbolts, but you need everything else. Exactly the same. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
he's playing Miracle into
Okay.
this.
Well, if he has 2 Farseers, it's not that bad. Now, the strategy for the Miracle Rogue against Freeze Mage, funny enough, you have 2 ways to win, right? The first way is obviously you burst them down before Ice Block or whatnot. But the second way is actually you try and ping the Acolyte as much of your dagger and go for like a fatigue game because you know they're going to overdraw. And then you kill your opponent by fatiguing them with the draw.
It's like the Amaz strategy.
No, it's actually Lothar's strategy who told me that, and Lothar using this strategy with like using dagger against the Acolyte has like a 70% win rate against
Really?
Face Mages. Yeah, I was really surprised.
Actually, I called the Amaz strategy because I see you healing your opponent's Acolyte all the time and then attacking it
right,
and then
right.
healing it and
Okay.
attacking it, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay. But yeah, it's actually like a new form of it's another win condition,
That's
which is
interesting.
interesting. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Well, it's either you ping face or you ping one of your friendly targets.
oh no, he could be playing like
Playing-
a metagame. You know, just saying that I could play 2 drop.
Sure, do I have a novice or something? But I feel like there's not too much into that. But Jeanno also, we were talking to him after a series with Nimch, and he does bluff. He does think about these things, what his opponent's thinking.
Okay.
So
That's
he does
good.
play around these factors.
Now, okay. So I guess you do Acolyte here.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
It's the same scenario. You're trying, the freeze mage in the beginning, your objective is to just draw into everything. As much as you might have removal in the beginning, some people might be wondering, why don't I just keep like my Frost Nova Doomsayers? It's because you always can draw into those, but if you use Frost Nova Doomsayers and you don't have to draw to follow it up, you're just sitting on a dead hand.
Right. And funny, yeah, I'm just looking because the Mirror Mage is kind of protecting the Acolyte, so he can kind of control his draws. Yeah.
Well, as much as it's really nice to push out the SI7 agent, again, it's like is there any way to prevent my opponent from drawing a lot of cards? And the answer is no.
Yeah. Well, it really depends on Massan if he's running 2 Farseers or just 1. If it's just 1, then you have to just try and go for the kill because there's not enough healing when the burst comes, and you can't really last till that long for the fatigue game. So I think this move will kind of translate if he's running 1 or 2.
Do you trying to think?
You backstab.
Yeah, you backstab SI7.
Wow.
Okay. I was wondering what targets you actually do if you're just gonna get through the mirror images and just kind of like let this, but I guess he doesn't want his opponent to do any damage back to him.
Oh damn. That's actually pretty brutal because you wasted 4 damage worth of stuff for your opponent just to Arcane Intellect anyways. That's pretty brutal.
Speaking of Arcane Intellect. He could choose to develop Secret, but I like the idea of if you don't have a freeze like Blizzard and stuff on turn 6, you can develop both of your secrets. And if they don't have that much damage on, it's like effectively the same thing as freezing.
Sure, I guess so. But I think I like the draw here more, the Arcane Intellect more.
Yeah.
So that I
agree.
Yeah.
Do you follow up by putting out the mirror image, or do you feel like not threatened enough to do it?
Mirror images should be fine. Yeah. The only thing it loses to is like something cheeky like spell power
Like
and then prep fan.
Yeah,
something cheeky. So it should be fine.
Let's see what he picks up out here. Still looking for other cards like his damaged ones. Fireballs. I don't think he's playing Antonidas. I haven't seen it.
No.
Is
That's more of
Antonidas a card that even Asia even plays in their freeze mages?
I don't remember seeing any of those.
Do you know Jackie at all? If
Any
they play
Antonidas?
Sinitis. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, you don't see that often.
Yeah.
It's more of a flavor thing. Because Power Blast is just like it's 1 card. You get it, you can use it. Antonidas, you need to like combo with something like an Ice Block usually.
Ooh.
Okay.
2 Fan Knives.
Yeah, 2 fan.
That's a little annoying. Well, he is picking up damage.
Okay, see, that's what I'm saying. He's playing around the knives. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not telling I have Fan of Knives. I don't know
No
what
way,
it is.
no way. No. Mad Bomber.
All right.
Yeah, that's good. Pretty sweet.
I think. So now that he sees that, he's telegraphing that he has Fan of Knives, and then if the Drake comes out, then he'll be able to Fan of Knives and trade directly in.
Right. I would say setting a secret here would be probably for the better. Just novice.
Amos, I remember you said to me that when Ice Block and Ice Barrier are together, and you prefer Ice Block first.
Oh, I always prefer Ice Block first
Yeah.
because Ice Barrier can be played at any time, and if you have Ice Block up when you play Alex Straza, you can just go through with your motion. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So yeah, that's a very good point to make. I really like putting Ice Block first. I think the only instance where you don't is when you have 2 Ice Barriers, and then you need to use one so that you can use the other one.
Oh, when you're saying preferring one over the other.
Yeah, because if you have,
I thought you meant playing at the same time. I'm like, I don't think the order matters, man. Like, I thought when you meant back to back, I'm like, they're still gonna pop.
Yeah, if you have 3 mana, like which secret would you decide to play? Like,
Sure.
I'm an advocate of always playing Ice Block
right.
first. Yeah,
The Ice
because
Barrier has
always,
yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, makes sense. Ma's debating whether or not he can use Eviscerate.
I mean, Deadly Poison seems like a thing, but Eviscerate sounds good.
Sure. I like Eviscerate over the Deadly Poison. You're only going to get 1 charge.
Well, he might be thinking if he Deadly Poisons and drops to like 20 whatever, it doesn't matter because Alexstrasza is what's gonna
Right,
drop
it'll
him,
lower
right?
him
so
anyways.
20 the health from 30 to like 20-ish it doesn't really matter in a sense if he thinks that way, right?
Yeah, early 20s. And then if you start getting below 20, then it's like starting to get dicey because then they pyroblast you one turn and then they probably double fireball. And it's like, okay, well, I took too much damage. So, no freeze. Still not under a high threat, so I think taking this turn 6 to develop the double secrets
Okay,
is good.
that's fine.
All right. Sun, he knows what those are. It's not very likely it's Vapor. Oh.
This is not too exciting.
Hey, lights out.
Not really. He doesn't have a
No.
way to start drawing immediately. He might just place Van Cleef.
Lights
Van
out.
Cleef. Well, you can like coin a Deadly Poison and then just Van Cleef. He needs to put some pressure on the board. Like, this is not enough.
Yeah, if he Van Cleefs right now for 4/4 on turn 7, his opponent can Flame Strike and then reduce everything down to the ashes.
Yeah,
So.
the thing is, even though if it's gonna get frozen, right, you need to have some pressure. There's like no pressure right now.
I would con Cold Blood and Edwin.
Coin
Because-
Cold Blood and another one.
No,
Okay.
Because he cannot attack later on because of.
Oh,
those-
okay, okay,
yeah.
okay. So you have Cold Blood the SI and attack for 4 more, for example, right?
That would,
He says Deadly Poison and then Van Cleef.
Oh no,
Right.
did you
No.
mean Cold Blood?
Coin Cold Blood and Edwin.
Oh, you're saying Cold
Yeah,
Blood?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think I like that too. Because Cold Blood's ever gonna do 4 damage, I guess, right? So yeah, I think that was the plan.
Too soon.
Okay, well, he's going to go with Deadly Poison instead.
So he kind of wasted some damage with Deadly
He
Poison.
loses 2 damage effectively, but he can also just keep it for a Blade Flurry. But his opponent did use both mirror images, so he's not going to really need Blade Flurry.
Yeah, I like the Cold Blood play the most.
But I understand the Massan play because he may play Vaporize instead.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's true.
That's true. He doesn't know what his opponent's secret is. So
That's a very RDU thing
Yeah.
to play.
Yeah, RDU.
Vaporize.
Actually,
Yeah.
Shrevko was playing that a lot too in the
Oh,
past.
okay,
he was
okay.
one of the guys who first playing Vaporize,
Interesting.
trying to catch the Leroy's.
Right. Alright, so what do you do here? Agidric and just ping?
Well, I feel like you can't really afford to take that kind of damage, the Van Cleef.
Van
So
Cleef
I feel like freezing would be appropriate with the Frost Nova. But you are at 32 health, but still, I think
Like, I think you want to hold on to your freeze as much as you can.
I like the RDU train of thought though, because his idea is if you're stalling it, if you use freezes
Uh-huh.
and you're just kind of racking up damage and stalling for time anyways, if you have things like Ice Block,
Right.
then your chances just increase every single turn to win.
Exactly, yeah.
As opposed to just gambling that your opponent doesn't have damage.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, I'm not saying one's right or wrong. I'm just saying this is kind of what he told me that he likes to play his style.
Right. I think Massan just really wants to see a Farseer. He doesn't care about anything. Just give me the Farseer, you know.
Attack and then Cold Blood and Conceal.
D4/4 is quite annoying.
Yeah, you know, the Gadget Zan, he would love to kind of combine all these spells and stuff. He has 12 damage from his hand with the Leroy Shadow Step.
Uh-huh.
And so if this turn, he takes the ability to just rack up a ton of damage. Oh, he's not going to
Hey,
Conceal.
lights out.
Just go for it.
He doesn't need to clear
It's
it.
kind of
Yeah.
indifferent because he's Frost Nova.
But yeah, it's like so big in Jadon. Oh my god.
J-Dog?
Jeanno.
Gianno.
Jeanno.
Gianno. Oh my god.
J-Dog's over
We
there.
need to write this down. Oh
Playing
my goodness.
Hearthstone. Or playing StarCraft.
Yeah. But it's looking really good.
Yeah, Blizzard's going to most certainly come down this turn. Or some kind of freeze. But they
I
wants
think
to
you use
Frost Nova.
Blizzard because it's costs more.
Yeah.
So if
Frost
Frost Nova
Nova's
is more,
flexible.
yeah, flexible. Wow. Okay.
All right, so the Iceland. So the damage is there.
You don't. He doesn't even need Alexstrasza at this point.
So he has 12 with the.
Wow.
Whoa.
No, I think he's trying to say if he can just do damage right now, does he need to even? Because he has a second Ice Block.
Okay. He needs to account for Farseers, possibly with Shadow Step as well.
That is true.
So I think I would just Blizzard here.
Do what to do.
Like you can't really.
That is true. There's no
yeah,
need to
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
burn it excessively.
Uh-huh.
Plus, you know, the effect is still the same. I think he's also worried about what his opponent can do to pop his Ice Block now.
Well, at 8 mana, your triple Leroy is 18 damage, right?
Right.
So he would need like a either double Clover to substitute, or he would need
Or
a
prep.
preparation, yeah. And that's a bit too hard for 5 cards. So I like the Blizzard.
I think so too. And you know, you do sneak in this 1 damage. Every little point helps.
Right.
Actually, the 2 as well. Oh, well, the prep is here. Let's see what the Gadgetzan can produce for us. Maybe a Farseer or 2. Oh. Okay.
Yeah, Conceal's a deck card. You can just throw it away.
Sure. It's just if he picked up a Farseer.
So that's not gonna help.
Let's see what Massan's been able to follow up with this. The preparation. Still looking for a way to potentially end the game quickly.
That's not bad. That's actually pretty good.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a playable card, right?
Sure.
Oh. Like, Massan should know that Conceal doesn't do anything in this matchup, so if he uses Cold Blood, he effectively wastes 4 damage. Oh, he plays Sinister.
Okay, he has Sinister Strikes.
But opts not to use the Eviscerate.
Yeah, the Eviscerate. It's very interesting.
Uh-huh.
Now he picks up the second Shadow Step, so he has a way to pop the Ice Block.
Yep, next turn. Yep.
But on the flip side, there is a ton of damage inside of Jeanno's hand.
That is just...
That is way...
right?
I think... I don't even have to count. I think that's way overkill. So,
And, yeah.
I think it's kind of safe to do this. Yeah, use the fireballs. You have the ice block, and you kind of fit everything else back in. Massan is in trouble, and Jeanno looks like he's going to advance in first place in this group very soon. But he picks up a Farseer.
Unfortunately, that's not going to help. Like, he heals for 9, right? And
Well, he basically undoes the previous turn's damage.
right, exactly, right? But then he has the turn again, plus an Ice Lance, plus an Ice Block, and then his next turn is a Pyroblast. So... Okay, if he draws his second... if he draws his second Farseer, then that would be something.
Sure.
Right? Because he needs to pop this and heal, and that's like a lot of things to do, right?
Sure.
You're trying to cook a meal and brush your teeth at the same time.
That is a very, very vivid analogy.
You can't do both. You just can't do both.
Yeah. You'll have to choose one cake here.
Oh my god.
Interestingly enough, he also can't draw too many cards. He fatigues himself. He has 7 cards away. The Shiv would draw 2.
Alright.
If you push out this Farseer, you're shadow stepping it again because you want the guarantee of healing. You don't want to leave it out there.
Sure.
Oh man, tough decisions for Massan. He's being really indecisive here because again, you should have shivved before you're dropping the Farseer if you're going to do that. Just to open up more options. Second Gadget's hand. What's card number 2?
It's 5 cards left.
Sap.
Not gonna help.
Man, I think you kind of want to shadow step this Farseer.
Maybe you just eviscerate and go for it.
The thing about not shadow stepping is that you have the Leroy to pop it next turn, assuming he's able to kind of clear it, but you still have an insane Van Cleef.
Like this. Oh wait, is this game? This is
Oh
game, right?
wow!
9.
Second Ice
Yeah,
Lance.
oh wait, no. He's 1 damage off.
Yeah. That's still pretty
But
sick.
he still has his ice blocker. That's the whole he still has his ice blocker
Right.
after all that, right?
Yeah, I
After
think
how
you,
we
I
said-
think you Pyroblast now.
No.
Why not? It's
Oh.
a 10 mana. You have the ice block. And then you have the follow up to it. I think you absolutely should.
Okay.
Just because you won't be able to ice block and then do more damage.
Sure.
So then you go for the 10 damage that now before it's popped, and then you'll be able to fit in the others later.
No, usually because you can always use your ice block. You can always use your Pyroblast as like the last move, so you can like weave stuff in between earlier.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's just that I think for me, at least, I like being able to put having more flexible options with ice block because you can't ice block and pyroblast in the same turn, and sometimes you want to do both.
Yeah. And that's actually it's quite weird now because Massan needs to draw.
He needs to eviscerate his own creature.
Yeah. So
Probably his gadgets in.
Yep. Well, it doesn't matter what it eviscerates. But
Well,
the thing
he
is,
doesn't want to draw into doing more damage to himself. He needs to, but he doesn't do it.
Look at this hand. It's so sick. He still has 1 ice block.
Oh man,
Okay.
this Farseer has done so much work healing. 12 life, but it was so
No.
overkill. It
Yep.
didn't even matter.
All right. That's GG, I guess.
Well played.
And Massan drops in the winners, which means Jeanno advances first place in his group.
Yeah, congratulations.
And the Hong
to him,
Kong
yeah.
invite does really well. Once again,
Yeah.
Hong Kong players.
All the Hong Kong people are going through.
What do you guys think? Well,
I think that was
so
pretty-
far, yeah.
So far, no, it's so far.
Well, yeah.
Like, it's a good chance it's going to.
Yeah,
Hong
yeah,
Kong
yeah.
has more potential players.
Oh,
other than us, yeah.
wow.
Wow,
Okay.
I like it. I like it. Very nice.
But yeah, the first game really surprised me. The burst, the 21.
For the 21, yeah.
That was really
It's
crazy.
surprising. It's there's a lot of cards, but at the same time, it makes sense given how much Freeze Mage usually draws through his deck. A lot of pros say Freeze Mage is one of the most consistent decks if you can get the good draw starts, just because you're able to cycle through most of it and be able to do a lot of damage through that.
Yeah.
So Jeanno wins. I think we're going to try to do a winner's interview with him. Before we do that,
I think he's coming.
oh, he's right over here. Yeah, come over here. Talk about your awesome win. We need you to grab a headset real quick.
Do you have a headset?
Jackie's going to lend it to you.
Yeah, Jackie's just lend it to you.
All right. So, Jeanno, you advanced in first place. Were you expecting a first place finish in your group, or were you just kind of, I'm going to play every game and just play my best?
No,
hopefully I win?
I just kind of play my best and hope for the best. Right.
Yeah.
I think this is definitely, people agree that this is the hardest group. You have Nimsh, you have Massan, players that are already established, and now you come in as an unproven guy but coming in at first place. That must be a great feeling.
Yeah, I didn't expect it to. Yeah, it was amazing playing with those pro players, and I was kind of new, and this is a great experience for me as well.
Awesome. Yeah, we haven't seen much of you, and some people might be wondering who you are. Can you give us a little bit of background, like how much card game experience or even video gaming experience you have?
Well, I don't have any card game experience at all. If you don't mention about the Pokemon cards when I played during my primary school.
There's no shame in
Is it
that.
casual though?
There's no shame
Did you
in
join
It is-
tournaments?
It is very casual, and
Okay.
and I was very small at that time.
Okay.
So I would say I don't have any card game experience at all.
Well, so you're still able to come out here and impress. Is this one of your first tournaments too?
Yep.
Wow, very impressive, very impressive. Do you have a team that you practice with, or a group of friends, clanmates?
I played with a group of friends, and we exchange our opinions from time to time. Yeah, I have a great friend who always rank up to first in Asia, but after the Hunter's nerf, the Unleash the Hound nerfs, he kind of come back to about in 100 or
Okay.
Okay, well, so
He was a hunter player.
him and a lot of and thousands of other players as well.
Of course.
So, Jeanno, talk to me a little bit about how you prepare for this tournament. Some players are they take a lot of different approaches and whatnot. How did you personally prepare for IEM?
Well, it came very suddenly, so I didn't prepare at all. Like I just
Okay.
prepared for a night with my
Alright.
friend. So my thanks to him. Yeah.
Awesome. That's great. And I think in the end, you still play a very cerebral game. RDU was complimenting you, saying that even watching you talk about the game while watching it over there in the Pro Player Lounge, he was very impressed with some of your knowledge and ability. Even being able to show bluffs or being able to present information in a very tactile way. It was very cool to see your series against Nimsh and here against Massan. So congratulations, you advanced to tomorrow where you'll be playing for top 8. You're guaranteed $500 already. Do you have any kind of last words before we go to a quick break and get the rest of this group handled?
I would like to thank all my friends who support me. Yeah, that's all.
Awesome.
That's
Awesome.
nice. Short and sweet.
I always
That's
do
good.
this. Do you have any other questions that you want to ask? Because I always hog the interview
Oh no,
time.
that's fine. You're the interview guy, right? But I thought that you play really well. All the moves are really.
Thanks.
smooth.
I think
That's
you're
really
very
good.
nice, Mas. Yeah.
And a good player. And a good player.
And a
These are
great-
the Hong.
Oh yeah. Good player is important too, right?
The Hong Kong trio here at IEM Shenzhen. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up Goosey and see who advances in second place.